Today, we're letting Imperialism decide which NBA team is the greatest of them all. Let me explain. I'll be spinning this wheel of all 30 NBA teams, then spinning this arrow to see which way they'll have to attack. So let's say this wheel lands on the Lakers, and the arrow points north. The Lakers will then travel north to take on the Kings. These two teams will go head to head, and the first one to score wins. The winner will take over the loser's land and move on. I'll be repeating this process until one team reigns supreme. Now pick your winner, say your prayers, because NBA 2K Imperialism starts right now. And up first, we have the Houston Rockets, and they are going to be attacking west, which means for the first game, we're going to be seeing the Rockets taking on the Mavs. And here we go. The Mavericks win the tip-off, and Kyrie's bringing the ball down the court. Remember, everyone, the first basket scored wins the game. Kyrie has the ball at the top of the key with 2 seconds left. Kyrie drives it to the rim and scores it. The Mavericks take out the Rockets, take their land, and move on. That was a huge shot from Kyrie Irving. But up next, we're going to see the Orlando Magic, and they are going to be attacking northwest, which means we're going to see the Magic taking on the Hawks. Here we go. Atlanta wins the tip. Trae Young just dribbling and pulls up for three. Misses it. Paolo dribbling the ball, driving to the rim, and takes a layup. Easy. The Orlando Magic take out the Hawks, take their land, and we spin again. I can't believe Trae missed a wide open three. And up next, we're going to see the Thunder, and they are going to be attacking southwest, which means we're going to see the Thunder attacking the Mavs, and the Mavs win the tip-off. I feel like all the teams right now are trying to bully on the Mavericks for trading Luka. This is already our second time we're seeing them. Edwards at the top of the key, passing it up to Clay at the actual top of the key, but misses it. Foul Merchant at the top of the key, passing Kyrie easily, snapping his ankles, going up for a layup, and it is just too easy for Shea. The Thunder take out the Mavs, takes their land, and we spin again. I just still cannot believe that they traded Luka. Anyways, up next, we're going to see the Los Angeles Lakers. They are going to be attacking southeast, which means we're going to see the Lakers taking on their rival, the Clippers. Luka saw his former team lose and said, I want a piece of that action. Passing it on to... It is over. I was not ready. The Lakers take over the Clippers' land, and we spin again. My apologies for that poor commentary. I was not ready for it to end that quickly. Up next, we have the New York Knicks, and the Knicks are going to be attacking east, which means we're going to see the Knicks invading the Celtics, and the Knicks are winning the tip easily. Can they beat the defending champions at home? Anunoby dribbling at the top of the key, passing it down to Josh Hart, who's passing it down to Cat up against Porzingis. Cat posting him up and easily gets to the basket for a score. The New York Knicks go to Boston, take their land, and we move on. As a professional Celtics hater, I'm happy about that loss. Up next, we have the Heat. Unfortunately, we can't spin the wheel because they can only attack one team, so Miami's going to be invading Orlando. And here we go. The Heat wins the tip. Tyler Hero, who is just an all-star, he's having an incredible year, passes it to Bam, who's not having a great year. Davion Mitchell in the corner, passing it out to Wiggins, newly acquired Heat, and Andrew Wiggins makes the three. Miami takes over the Magic's land, and we spin again. At least the Heat are doing well in the video game because Andrew Wiggins is not doing that in real life. The Cavs are up next, and they will be attacking southeast, which means we're going to see the Cavs invading Washington. Okay, Jarrett Allen winning the tip, and we have Darius Garland at the top of the key. This should be relatively easy for the Cavs since they do lead the league in wins right now. Donovan Mitchell driving in and drawing the foul. And Donovan Mitchell hits the very first free throw, and that is the first game to end 1-0. The Cavs taking that win, taking Washington's land, and we spin again. Not gonna lie, I think we all saw that outcome happening, right? The Grizzlies are up next, and they will be attacking northeast, which means we're going to see the Grizzlies invading Cleveland. And Zach Edey, of course, winning the tip, passing it out to Triple J and to Jalen Wells in the corner. Wells passing it to the dinosaur arm, Desmond Bane, and scores it. The Grizzlies take Cleveland's land and move on. The Grizzlies with a surprise win against the Cavs. And up next, we're going to see the Kings. And they are going to be attacking northeast, which means we're going to see the Kings invading Utah. The Jazz won the tip, and Markkanen has it on the wing. He could pass it. Okay, He passes to John Collins, getting the ball, shooting a three. I was not prepared for a John Collins three. Utah protecting their home court, taking the Kings out and taking their land. Sorry to say, but you could not pay me to go to that game. And up next, we got the Timberwolves, and they are going to be attacking South, which means we're going to see the Timberwolves invading Milwaukee, and Brook Lopez beating Rudy Gobert at the tip. Kyle Kuzma, and Kuzma has a wide open. Y'all really traded Middleton for him, bro? Like, I know Chris was hurt, but come on, man. Rudy Gobert with a rebound, passing it up to Julius Randle, down to McDaniels with a layup, and it's good. The Timberwolves take over Milwaukee's land, and we spin again. I bet if y'all still had Chris Middleton, you guys would have won that. Up next, we got the 76ers, and they are going to be attacking West, which means we're going to see the 76ers invading Memphis. And Joel Embiid winning the tip. Surprised he's here on the same day that Paul George is. But I guess 76ers fans will take what they can get. Turning the ball over to dinosaur hands. Desmond Bane driving to the hoop on Embiid and draws the foul. It might be over here, folks. Desmond Bane putting up the very first free throw and misses it. The 76ers are still alive. Desmond Bane with a second free throw could end the game right here and hits it. The Grizzlies defend their home court, take out Philly, and take their land. Sorry for adding salt on the wound, Philly fans. Oh, my team! And they are going to be attacking Southwest, which means we got a rivalry, folks. The Pistons are going to be invading the Pacers. All right, man, here we go. I'm anxiously watching Jalen Duren winning the tip. Tobias passing it up to my baby, sweet Cade Cunningham. Y'all know I'm not biased. I'm not biased. I said I'm not biased. Tobias taking a mid-range jumper and hits it. I mean, Pistons take out Indiana, take their land, and we spin again. I'm so happy. I guess the Pacers unfortunately lost. And up next, we got the Hornets. And they are going to be attacking Northwest, which means the Hornets are going to be invading Memphis. And Zach Edey, of course, wins the tip. Listen, y'all, little fun fact about me. I live in North Carolina now, but I do not claim the Hornets. Y'all already know Detroit is my team. Here we go. John Morant just with a layup and blows it. Wait, I thought it was over. LaMelo Ball bringing the ball up the court, dancing on the top of the key. He honestly should just ball hog it up. Yeah, he breaks down John Morant, takes a smooth looking layup. Charlotte Hornets take out Memphis, take all of their land, and we spin again. Cade is still better than LaMelo, right guys? Up next, we got the Brooklyn Nets, and Brooklyn is going to be attacking West, which means we're gonna see the Nets invading the Raptors. All right, man, and Pirtle winning the tip. Emmanuel quickly doing a little nice dance right there behind the back court, passing it up to Scotty Barnes, and Grady Dick with the ball. Flexing in the corner, passing it to RJ Barrett, and he misses it. Look at Williams up top for three, misses it. Pick and roll, RJ Barrett with a pull-up mid-ranger. Yo, what is this game right now, bro? D'Lo's gonna have to just jack it up from three. Terrible shot, and he hits it. D'Lo somehow makes the impossible three, taking over all of Canada, and we spin again. Wow, that game was that was a dumpster fire. Up next, we got the Pelicans, and they are going to be attacking East, which means we're gonna see the Pelicans invading Miami. And here we go, Khalil Ware losing that. Surprisingly, that kid can jump, passing it up to Missy, and just like that, New Orleans takes over Miami's land, and they move on. Oh my goodness. Heat Nation, I'm so sorry. Denver is up next, and the Nugs are gonna be attacking East, which means we're gonna see Denver invading Minnesota. All right, Rudy Gobert winning the tip, passing it back to Conley, who's not having a great year right now. Honestly, I don't know what the Timberwolves did by trading Cat. Passing it up to their star, Anthony Edwards. He was wide open for that drive. Julius Randle taking a three and hits it. These games are ending quickly. Minnesota defending their home court, making me eat my own words, taking over Denver, and we spin again. The Timberwolves own a lot of land, y'all. Up next, for the first time, we got the Trailblazers, and they will be attacking Southeast, which means we're gonna see the Trailblazers invading Utah. All right, man, and the Jazz win the tip. Shout out Chauncey Billups, man. They are having a spectacular year, and that's coming from a Pistons fan. What a block from, I think that's Donovan Clingan, right? Pass it up to Jeremy Grant, former Piston, bringing the ball up the court, and one. Jeremy Grant with a huge bucket. Portland taking out the Jazz, taking their land. And we spin again. What a huge shot from Jeremy Grant. And up next, we got the Brooklyn Nets. And they will be attacking East, which means we got a rivalry with the Brooklyn Nets invading the New York Knicks. Claxton winning the tip-off. D'Lo's bringing the ball up the court. He's got a tough assignment with Jalen Brunson on him. Passing it back down to D'Lo and gets fouled. D'Lo could knock them out right now. And he misses the first free throw. D'Lo, that's why they shipped your ass out of LA, bro. All right, D'Angelo Russell could end it here or choke the game away. D'Lo hits the free throw. Brooklyn's gonna take out the Knicks, take their land, and move on. Jalen Brunson sold that for New York. And up next, we got the Thunder. And they will be attacking North, which means we're gonna see the Thunder invade Minnesota. And of course, Rudy Gobert wins the tip. Having a tall guy like that on your team is always helpful, especially for a video like this. Conley giving it up to Gobert at the top of the key, giving it back to Conley. Conley driving to the hoop on Hardenstein and draws the foul. But just like that, the Minnesota Timberwolves take down the Thunder, defend their home court, and we're moving on. With that win, the Timberwolves are dominating the majority of this land, and for the first time, we're seeing the Phoenix Suns, and the Suns will be attacking Northeast, which means we're gonna see the Suns invading Minnesota again. And Nick Richards wins the tip for the Suns. That might be the first tip-off we've seen Gobert lose. Now, the Suns are a very scary team in 2K. Not in real life, but in 2K, Devin Booker passing it to Bol Bol, and Bol Bol's gonna slam it down. Phoenix goes into Minnesota, takes their land, and moves on. Suns now own the largest piece of land. The Bulls are up next for the very first time, and they will be attacking Northeast, which means it's gonna be the Bulls invading Detroit. I put the Pistons in their 2025 City Edition Bad Boys jerseys. Jalen Duren wins another tip, passes it up to Jalen Duren with a jam. Detroit defends home court, takes out the Bulls, and we spin again. Listen, man, we used to be the Detroit Pistons, bro. I'm allowed to celebrate. The Hornets are up next, and they will be attacking Northeast, which means we're gonna see the Hornets invading Brooklyn, and Nick Claxton winning the tip. D'Lo is bringing the ball up the court. This might be a hot take. I don't like the Brooklyn Nets court. Sorry. I hope that doesn't offend anyone. Giving it out to Claxton in the paint. Claxton, I thought he was about to do a step back J, bro. I was like, what are you doing? D'Lo is wide open. LaMelo plays no defense. That's why Cade's better. Brooklyn defending their home court, taking out the Hornets, and we spin again. LaMelo sold, plain and simple. Up next, we're gonna see the Trailblazers, and they will be attacking Southeast, which means we're gonna see the Trailblazers invading Phoenix. And Nick Richards wins yet another tip. Bol Bol passing it up to Durant. Durant on the top of the key for three, misses it. He's got Kevin Durant in the post. He's not making that, nope. Back to Kevin Durant. Durant taking Jeremy Grant to the hoop, and he hits it. The Phoenix Suns take out the Portland Trailblazers, take their land, and we spin again. 7 teams remain, and up next are the Pels, and they will be attacking Northeast, which means we're gonna see the Pelicans invading Brooklyn, and Missy wins the tip-off for the Pelicans. Zion should hold on to this for dear life. Don't pass to anybody, just do it yourself. He does exactly that and misses. Cam with a shot clock down to 3, passing it and turning the ball over to Jose Alvarado. Passing it to CJ McCollum. Down to Zion on the post with D'Lo. That's a baby. And Zion, just like that, takes out the Nets. The Pelicans gain their land and move on. We still have yet to see 2 teams, and up next is gonna be the Pistons, and they will be attacking West, which means it's gonna be Detroit invading Phoenix. This is for a lot of land. All right, guys, like I said, I have no biases, but Jalen Duren wins the tip. Cade brings the ball up the court, gives it to Tobias. He was open for a quick second. Now listen, bro. Everyone who hates Tobias Harris, he has been absolutely incredible for the Pistons this year. He's been that steady, nice guy. I don't know much about the Pistons at all. I'm kind of just talking. Cade Cunningham drives it to the hoop, gets a fadeaway over Nick Richards. I mean, y'all know I'm not playing, man. Look Look at the sliders. Hall of Fame CPU. I'm not making this up. The Pistons take out the Suns. They take their land and they move on. Just like that, we are down to just 5. And up next is going to be the Spurs for the first time. But they can only attack one team, and that's the Pistons. So we're going to have the Spurs invading Detroit. And I'm sorry to all you Spurs fans out there, but Victor Wembanyama is hurt as of today. So we have the Pistons winning the tip. Cade Cunningham bringing the ball up the court, passing it to Asar Thompson. Remember, the Pistons are missing their second best player, Jaden Ivey, who was having a breakout year. Passing it down to Cade, and Cade gets the layup to go. The Pistons take out the Spurs, gain a little bit of land, and we spin again. And we are down to our final 4. And for the first time, we have the Golden State Warriors, and they will be attacking East, which means we're going to see the Warriors invading Detroit. Now, this might not be a big matchup rivalry for you guys, but my fiance is from the Bay Area, and I'm obviously from Metro Detroit. So this is a rivalry game for me, bro. Duren was open down low. I am not biased. I'm not biased. I'm rooting for either team here. Jalen Duren set in an off-ball screen for Cade Cunningham. Duren at the top of the key, passing it to Cade Cunningham, and he's pulling up for 3, and Cade hits the 3. You know I'm not rigging it, bro. Detroit takes out the Warriors, takes their land, and we spin again. And we are down to our final 3. It's gonna be the Pistons, and they will be attacking West, which means we're gonna see Detroit invading Los Angeles. I would like to formally congratulate the New Orleans Pelicans for moving on to the NBA Finals. We have an old school rivalry here, folks. Jalen Duren winning the tip again. Cade Cunningham bringing the ball up the court against Luka Doncic, getting the screen from Malik Beasley, one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Okay, never mind. Cade doesn't want the screen. He just ISOs Luka. Gets blocked by Jackson Hayes. Malik Beasley for a 3 and hits it. Malik Beasley. The Pistons move on into the NBA Finals.
Welcome to the NBA Finals.
And here we go. The finals are set. Let's spin the wheel to decide who gets home court. I had to switch wheels because the other one needed a minimum of 3, and the Detroit Pistons get home court advantage. And here we go. The finals are set. The Pelicans won the tip, giving it to Missy, back to CJ McCollum. McCollum driving it on Malik Beasley. Hop step, pump fake, passes it out to Missy. Jose Alvarado passes it out to CJ McCollum. Malik Beasley with a contest. Jalen Duren with the rebound. Cade Cunningham passes it up to Malik Beasley. Asar Thompson down low, blows the layup, gets the rebound back out to Cade Cunningham. What is happening, bro? Cade Cunningham with a step back, 5 seconds left on the clock. Jose Alvarado on him. Cade posts him up, gets double team in the paint, and gets fouled. I am about to blow a gasket. Cade Cunningham can win it all right now. And the first free throw goes up. Your Detroit Pistons have won our very first NBA 2K Imperialism. You cannot make this up, bro. I'm honestly kind of getting a little emotional. We were on a 28-game losing streak last year, and now they're your NBA 2K Imperialism champions. Ladies and gentlemen, if you did enjoy and you made it to the very end, be sure to leave a like, comment down below what your favorite part was, and anybody want to be my first sub? I got nothing left to say, y'all, except for thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.